Shalom to my brothers and sisters in the body of Yahushua HaMashyah and to the scattered Hebrew Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth. Today, I bring you a short clip of this video to watch and to answer this question. The question is, are the brothers in this video being a good Samaritan? In other words, are they being good neighbors as Christ instructed us to do, as the example he gave to us in Luke chapter 10, starting at verse 25 through 42. And also, what these brothers are doing, does it fulfill what Christ told us to do in Mathew chapter 5, verse, getting it for you now, Mathew chapter 5, verse 43 to 48. Okay, now let's watch this video.
Word of God, all right? Don't go nowhere, Floyd. Listen to the word, because hey, look, listen, Floyd, watch this. You looking at it, we teaching, you got to understand something, Floyd. We tear down strongholds in the minds of our people, right? So when we tear down strongholds in the mind of our people, you have men of the Lord. We are military men, all right? Who's the king? Who's the king? Who's the king? The black Messiah. Christ is a black man in the Bible, brother. So when you see these men standing strong and bold, is because they know we tear down strongholds in the minds of our people. And some people can get upset. You understand? So when you see the security team and the sentries doing certain things, don't feel threatened. Look at them as they're doing their job. All right? All right? So you got it? Listen to this before you leave. You say you got something to do. Okay. You got something to do. I want you to listen to this. Come on. The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 18. When you were living, 3 verse 13. Yes, sir. 12. Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 12, and say, how have I hated instruction? Verse 10, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth. You see that? Because you're going to give your wealth to strangers. Your inheritance, your labors. Come on. And thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. And thou mourn at the last when destruction comes, and you in the midst of the destruction because you didn't listen. All right? Come on. And say, how have I hated instruction? He said, how have I hated instruction? Because what? The instruction of the Lord's coming out. We got to love it. All right? Come on. And my heart despised reproof. And my heart despised reproof. That can't be in our heart, Floyd. Come on. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers. Our teachers are what? The men that's bringing out the understanding, making this Bible plain. If you notice something, Floyd, we've been going precept upon precept dealing with marriage. All right? Dealing with marriage, interracial marriage in particular, and showing that it's wrong. Come on. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation. He said, I was almost in the midst of all evil in the midst of the congregation. Come on. And assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern. You see that? He said, drink waters out of thy own cistern. Floyd, read more, brother. Floyd. Read it. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. Floyd, come on back over here, brother. Listen to the word of the Lord, brother. Oh, Lord, look at the Edomite woman. She's a damsel in distress now across the street, laid across the floor, right? What is this? What is this? Read it again. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. The Lord said what? Don't flee when the word of God's coming out. Stay and hear it. All right? Come on. But the righteous are bold as a lion. See that? The righteous are bold as lions. The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters of thine own well. You see what the Bible said? Drink waters from thy own cistern. You understand? From our sisters. Come on. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. See that? Only thine own and not strangers with thee. Come on. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and the pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. You see that? So that's what the Lord told us to do.
Okay, so in this video, when you go to 18 minutes of the video, you will notice that the video camera guy did see this woman falling out. Notice he did not say anything to her husband, not at all. And they kept that man there so they can preach what doctrine they want him to know. But yet they saw this woman falling out. Again, my people, what they did, was that being a good Samaritan? Was that showing good to those who you call your enemies, or those who you say persecute you? Is that following Yahushua HaMashyah instructions? Because he said that no unrighteousness shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, we cannot do evil for evil. Therefore, when we do evil, guess what? The wicked can use that evil against you. Okay? We are supposed to be doing righteousness in the body of Yahushua HaMashyah, which is called the bride and called the spiritual temple of Yahuwah. Read Matthew chapter 5, verse 43 to 48, and read Luke chapter 10, because we all know, according to the Old Testament and the Apocrypha and the work of Josephus, that the Samaritans are Gentiles. Okay? Continue, my brothers and sisters, to preach that the gospel of continue to preach that the gospel, continue to preach that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and that this is the season for Christ to return. Make sure the people receive salvation as written in Romans chapter 10, and baptize them in the name of Yahushua HaMashyah. For this is a sad thing to see, my people. Very sad. That our brothers would do this kind of wickedness. This has got to stop, my people. For we are the servants of Christ. We are the servant of the Most High. And we are in the season of mercy and grace, and we are to win souls to Yahuwah. For Satan desired to take mankind with him to hell. Okay? For soon we shall be approaching the season of judgment and Yahuwah and indignation. When you have some time, look at this whole video. And then go back and read those scriptures in Matthew chapter 5 and Luke 10. And ask yourself, did our brothers follow the instructions of Christ? Shalom.